Give me that image real quick, the next image. And I want you to give me Psalms 108, verse 9. Because the Most High got a sense of humor, too. Oh, Most High got a sense of humor. Now, this is an old ad. Zoom out. This is an old ad. That ain't the picture? That ain't the whole picture? Oh, it did get cut off. This is an old ad. If you look at the bottom, it's called Magic Washer Beats Everything. So the so-called Chinese, which is the Moabites, they've always been known for what? Having laundry mats and things. Right. So you see they got the wash pot right there. Let's see what the Lord say.
The book of Psalms, chapter 108 and verse 9.
Go ahead.
Bring it out. Moab is my wash pot.
The Lord said, Moab is my wash pot. Look at Uncle Sam kicking him in his ass. You see that? Uncle Sam said, get out of here. Magic washer beats everything. This was a campaign ad back in the 50s and 60s because Moabites was coming to the Americas or coming to the United States, and they were building laundromats. So the white man, he don't like to lose no money, especially not to no Moabite. He called him a chink, right? He said, hell no. Magic washer beats everything. So he made that ad of Moab being kicked out. But notice they got wash pots. The Most High has got a sense of humor. You understand that? Read it again.
Moab is my wash pot.
Go ahead.
Over Edom will I cast out my shoe.
He's going to cast his shoe at Edom. Go ahead.
Over Philistia will I triumph.
Now watch this. Go to the next image. It's a few images I had. Just go through those images real quick. Yeah, so look. This is one. It's a famous look. I told you, Moab is my wash pot. The Lord is preparing them to wash our clothes in the kingdom. You understand what I'm saying?
That's right.
Look at that. It ain't no coincidence that they got ass like that. Most High cold with it. Most High said they're gonna be my wash pot. You understand what I'm saying? Now go to Isaiah 16 verse 6. The Lord said they're gonna be my wash pot.
Right.
They're gonna get it for the evil that they done to our people. Read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 16, verse 6.
Read.
Bring it out. We have heard of the pride of Moab.
So we have heard, the Lord said, we have heard of the pride of Moab. Moab, a prideful people. Come on.
He is very proud.
He is very proud. Go ahead.
Even of his haughtiness and his pride and his wrath. But his lies shall not be so.
Read.
Therefore shall Moab howl for Moab. Everyone shall howl. For the foundations of Kir-Hareseth shall ye mourn. Surely they are stricken.
So remember, we read earlier what the Lord did to Kir-Hareseth. That's when our forefathers, during the time of the kings, brought judgment on them. You understand what I'm saying? And slaughtered many of them. So now he said, Moab is a prideful people. And they even of his haughtiness and his pride and his wrath. We showed you that earlier, his pride and his wrath. Right? What he did to our forefathers, how he slaughtered us and murdered us in slavery, and the things he even doing to oppress our people now. Now watch this. Go to Jeremiah 48, verse 26. Remember I told you we're going to go back and forth between these precepts because a lot of them are twofold. You understand? Threefold in some cases. Watch this. Jeremiah 48, 26.
Jeremiah chapter 48 and verse 26.
Go ahead.
Make ye him drunken, for he magnified himself against the Lord.
So wait a minute. It's talking about, read 25.
Verse 25. The horn of Moab is cut off.
The horn of Moab is cut off.
And his arm is broken.
And his arm is broken. Go ahead.
Saith the Lord.
Read.
Make ye him drunken, for he magnified himself against the Lord.
Go ahead.
Moab also shall wallow in his vomit, and he shall also be in derision.
So wait a minute. The Bible says, make ye him drunken. So I want you to go to Jeremiah 25, verse 17. What does he mean, make ye him drunken? Let's see. Jeremiah 25, 17. Come on.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 25 and verse 17.
Go ahead.
Then took I the cup at the Lord's hand, and made all the nations to drink.
And made all the nations to drink. Go ahead.
Unto whom the Lord had sent me.
Skip down to 21.
Verse 21. Edom and Moab.
Edom and Moab. Notice, Moab is in there. The Lord said he going to make Moab drink. So when he said be ye drunken, he means of these prophecies, these things that going to come to pass against Moab for the evil they've done against God's people.
That's right.
Nobody gets away, man. Nobody gets away for the evil that you've done to God's people.
Right.
Everybody going to get it. Moab is no different. Skip down to 29.
Verse 29, for lo, I begin to bring evil on the city, which is called by my name.
Meaning Jerusalem, he brought evil on us. Go ahead.
And should ye be utterly unpunished?
And should you Moabites be utterly unpunished? Go ahead.
Ye shall not be unpunished.
The Lord said you shall not be unpunished. Go ahead.
For I will call for a sword upon all the inhabitants of the earth, saith the Lord of hosts.
The Lord said, I'm going to bring a sword on all of them. That means war. The Lord going to bring war on all the nations for the evil they've done against his people. Now go back to Jeremiah 48 real quick. And I want you to read 26 again.
Jeremiah 48:26.
Read.
Make ye him drunken, for he magnified himself against the Lord. Moab also shall wallow in his vomit,
Read.
and he shall also be in derision.
Watch this. It said he had magnified himself against the Lord. Give me them images. Let me show you how Moab magnified himself against the Lord. Let me show you. Because a lot of y'all don't be paying attention to how he just, look, did the Lord tell us and command us not to eat dog? Did the Lord tell, because the Moabites are the children of Lot. That means they know the commandments. Because Lot was called just Lot. So Lot knew the commandments and taught his sons the commandments. So they know we ain't supposed to be eating this. But these filthy heathen are eating. Look, they chopping up dog, man. And then didn't we really think that the Chinese restaurant in America ain't selling us dog?
Hey, y'all better stop going up in there.
The Lord, go ahead.
That's them short ribs they selling.
That's them short ribs they tell you ride, boy. I passed by Plows in Raleigh, North Carolina yesterday. We passed by that Korean hot pot or whatever the hell they call it. I said, man, I know they got all kind of damn dog and cat up in that jet.
Cap. I was watching the video on Facebook the other day. And the title said, Durham, North Carolina. The Edomite was fighting with the Chinese woman to get her cats back out the back of the restaurant.
Whoa, my God. Right here in North Carolina. Right here in North Kakalaki. All right. Look at this, man. Hog head. They magnify themselves against the Lord, brother. The Lord told us not to eat this. Look at all this abomination they eat, man. Look at that. Come on, man. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, man, they got Starfish. They got Patrick Star. Not my guy. Come on, man. Patrick Star. Squid. All that. Look at that. Hey, we read that scripture again. What did it say? What did it say? Verse 26.
Verse 26. Make ye him drunken, for he had magnified himself against the Lord.
Read.
Moab shall wallow in his vomit.
The Lord say he gonna wallow in his vomit. That's why so much sickness and disease over there. You think these folks ain't over there with sickness and yes, they over there with sickness and disease, brothers and sisters. Right. All throughout. I'm gonna show you that in the prophecies too. Right? Read down to 29. You finished that?
No, sir.
Read.
And he also shall be in derision.
Read.
For was not Israel a derision unto thee?
You see that? Because we was a derision unto them. They had us in derision. Read.
Was he found among thieves? For since thou spakest of him, thou skippest for joy.
They skippest for joy. They was happy to have us in captivity. Skip down to 29.
Verse 29.
Go ahead.
We have heard the pride of Moab.
We have heard his pride, Lord said. Read.
He is exceeding proud.
He is exceeding proud. Go ahead.
His loftiness and his arrogancy and his pride and his haughtiness of his heart.
Go ahead.
I know his wrath, saith the Lord, but it shall not be so. His lies shall not so affect it.
His lies shall not so affect it. Watch this. Go to those videos. Go to that video that's next. Let me show you how the Lord judging them. Because a lot of y'all, I told you, you're not paying attention. You don't pay attention. You live in a bubble. Is this the first video I had? The earthquake? Play it. Look at him running. Real track star. Lord bring judgment on him. Give me that Jeremiah 48 verse 46.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 48 and verse 46. Woe be unto thee, O Moab! The people of Chemosh perisheth. For thy sons are taken captives, and thy daughters captives.
Skip down. I meant to see 42. I was going to get that for later, but it is what it is. The Lord brought it out. 42.
Verse 42. And Moab shall be destroyed from being a people.
So the Lord bringing judgment on them. It said, for Moab shall be destroyed from being a people. Go ahead.
Because he hath magnified himself against the Lord.
Because he magnified himself against the Most High. Why? When he put us in slavery? When he called himself the next power on the earth, and he gonna be the next reigning ruling power after America? No, you're not. Christ gonna be the next ruling power after this place. Go ahead.
Fear and the pit, and the snare shall be upon thee, O inhabitants of Moab.
Go back to that video. Go back to the end of that video real quick. when they was running. Go back to the end of that video when they was running. Go a little further. Zoom in. Go further. Yep, play it. Play it. Pause. Come on, man. He was getting it, though. He was getting it. Go back. He was running out the screen. He ran out the frame. He ran out the frame and we can get it. Come on, man. Please. Come on, I see it, man.
That's that fear right there.
Yeah, and I want you to read verse 44. Read 44.
Verse 44, he that fleeth from the fear shall fall into the pit.
You hear what God said? He that fleeth from the fear. He fleeing from that earthquake, running from God. Go fall right in the pit. Go ahead.
And he that getteth up out of the pit shall be taken in the snare.
Because they may escape that earthquake, but God gonna then bring the tsunamis on them. Go ahead.
For I will bring upon it, even upon Moab, the year of their visitation, saith the Lord.
They gonna get it. They are going to get it. This is only a small thing. Go to the next video. Go to the next video. Sure, look at this. Pause it. You gotta put a disclaimer. You gotta put a disclaimer down so we can read it. Unfortunately. Can you put a disclaimer down? Just go.
Extreme weather has caused tremendous
economic whatever.
Yeah.
Play it. So they got a whole bunch of $42 billion worth of damage just in 2023 alone. Oh, there it is. Pull it. Come on, man.
In the first 9 months of 2023, the country has lost $42 billion.
So the Lord judging Moab right before our eyes, man. In the first 9 months of 2023, the country has lost $42 billion.
I'm hurt losing a 20.
And I know I drop $1 on them. I'm looking like, man, where that dollar that I had? Play it.
From natural disasters such as torrential rain and landslides.
Damn, go ahead. This all from 2023. Look at that. Most I judging these folks.
Officials say more than 89 million people have been affected.
89 million. Bro, the Lord ain't playing with Moab, man. He ain't playing with Moab. Give me Isaiah 29:6. For sake of time, I got to push on past this. 89 million people have been affected by the Lord's doing. Natural disasters, an act of God, that's what they call it. Read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter, you said 29?
29:6, bro.
29:6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise.
So the Bible says you're going to be visited with thunder and with earthquake. Read.
And with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire.
So the Lord visiting the earth and judging these Moabites. The Lord bringing judgment on them, brethren, for the evil that they done. They ain't getting away with it. The Lord got, he just getting started. The Lord just getting started.
Right.
This ain't the end. Go to the next one. The natural disasters. Go to the next one. So we saw that earthquake, $42 billion, 89 million people affected. Come on, what that happened at? Come on, watch this. A flood waterfall, read that.
A flood waterfall gusts down a retaining wall in China, submerging cars and trucks.
Bam. What has happened at? Pause it. Pause it. This just don't happen, brethren. God got to be in the midst of this. That don't just happen. Go back. They build the infrastructure so it won't happen. Play it. Come on back, play it. Come on, IT. Look at that. Devastation.
Red alerts were issued in Chongqing as towns experienced heavy torrential rain.
So don't nobody want to help our people that's in China that's going through affliction and struggle? Lord said, I got your back. I'm going to bring judgment.
That's right.
Go ahead. Wow. All right, pause it. That's it. All right, go to 2nd Edges 15:49. We're going to bounce in and out of 2nd Edges right quick for a minute before we get up out of here. Go ahead.
Book of 2nd Edges, chapter 15 and verse 49.
Go ahead.
I will send plagues upon thee.
So the Lord said he's going to send plagues upon Moab. Go ahead.
Widowhood. Poverty. Famine.
You know where poverty come from? $42 billion being lost. 89 million people being affected. People dying left and right. That creates poverty, brothers and sisters. Go ahead.
Famine. sword and pestilence.
Famine, sword, and pestilence. That disease, that sickness for all that crap they eating. Pestilence, sword, famine, read.
To waste thy houses with destruction and death.
To waste their houses with destruction and death. That's what earthquake does. That's what flooding does. That's what tsunamis do. They destroy your houses. You understand? With waste and destruction. Go ahead.
And the glory of thy power shall be dried up as flour, when the heat shall arise that is sent over thee.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt be weakened as a poor woman with stripes, and as one chastised with wounds, so that the mighty and lovers shall not be able to receive thee.
So it says, so that the mighty and lovers shall not be able to receive thee. Japan ain't got 42 billion to give China. Russia ain't got 42 billion to give China.
Right.
America damn sure ain't giving China no money. So they lovers that they've been making love with all this time, that they've been fornicating with, ain't even there to help them. Thank God. Go ahead.
Would I with jealousy have so proceeded against thee, saith the Lord?
Read.
If thou hadst not always slain my chosen.
If you would have just kept your hands off the Israelites. If you had not always slain the Israelites. Go ahead.
Exalting the stroke of thine hands.
And then making mockery. Making YouTube channels and commercials, putting little drops of little detergent and things in a black man's mouth, putting them in the washing machine so he can come out clean like a Moabite. Oh, God said, I see all that. Go ahead.
Exalting the stroke of thine hand and saying over their dead when thou wast drunken.
Read.
Set forth the beauty of thy countenance.
Come on.
The reward of thy whoredom shall be in thy bosom.
So the Lord said the reward of your whoredom going to be in your own bosom. Go ahead.
Therefore shall thou receive recompense.
Therefore you go receive recompense. The Lord ain't playing with these people. Go ahead.
Like as thou hast done unto my chosen,
just like
saith
you
the
did
Lord,
to the Israelites, said the Lord.
even so shall God do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief.
And shall deliver thee into mischief. The Lord is not playing with the Moabites.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word, his word, his word.